Welcome to Time with the Youth, the program that gives you opportunity to build a stronger youth network, to educate, identify, and manage the youth mission and vision. Today's topic, we'll be looking at before, during, and after national service. Well, remember, this program is proudly brought to you by Jesus Life Chapel International, Love Way Ministry International, AR Blushing Beauty, and Precious Committee One Boutique. And as you can see today, I have 4 consecutive beautiful and handsome guests with me today. But before I introduce my guests, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. Yeah, welcome back from the commercial break. The program is still Time with the Youth. And please follow us on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter as Annie Ofebu TV. And also on our YouTube channel, it's all about Annie Ofebu TV. As I told you earlier on today, I have here with me 3 consecutive beautiful and handsome guests with me here. And they are here to bring out the best of the topic before, during, and after national service. Well, I have here with me, on my extreme left, is Mr. Nyankun Abronoma Walker, and also he is a national service personnel and a graduate of University of Ghana, that is Legon. Hello, so you're welcome to Time with the Youth.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You know, we have a beautiful woman here with us. Yes, she is the PRO for Greater Accra National Service. And she is here by Miss Susan Afi Adole Sesu. Well, she's the PRO of NASPA, that is for Greater Accra Region, and also a graduate of University of Ghana, Legon. Hi. Please, you're welcome to Time with the Youth.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome.
My name is Susie.
Okay. Susie.
Yes.
Okay, Susie. Okay.
Afi Adole Sesu.
Okay, thank you so much for reminding us. And also, Almighty President. Yeah, he's here by Mr. Atchison Richard Theophilus. Well, he's the district president of NASPA, that is Ayawaso Central, here in the Greater Accra region. Hi, please, you're welcome to Time with the Youth.
Thank you very much for having me.
You're welcome.
You mentioned everyone's school, so which I'll mention.
Of course.
Accra Technical University.
Oh, sorry for that. Okay, yeah. Let me start from Mr. Walker. Yeah, Mr. Walker, where were you posted in the first place?
That's Ghana Broadcasting Corporation. We usually call it GBC.
Yeah, GBC.
Yeah.
Okay. And which course did you pursue?
Yeah, I pursued youth in development work at the University of Ghana. Yeah,
Okay.
so that's what I did. Basically related to community development.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's it.
And were you happy?
Of
With
course.
where you were posted to?
Yeah, you know what is in Ghana, let me say Ghana, but maybe most of the African countries, but in Ghana is that you will study a field, but when you come out, you are posted to a different field.
Yeah.
To some extent, it's not good, and to some extent, it's good. The reason is it gives you opportunity to learn. A practical learning or experience for the different field you've engaged. But to me, it would have been better if you studied maybe medicine. Maybe you should do something in a hospital or somewhere. Yeah. But in Ghana, I think because of the number of institutions or public institutions or even private institutions are not that much. So they attempted to post you to somewhere that is not related to your field. So I'm okay.
You're okay, thank you. Well, we'll come back to you, okay. PRO, almost the same question to you. Why were you posted in the first place?
Okay, so I was posted to the Okankwe North Municipal Assembly, which is located at Tesano.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay.
That's where I was posted.
And back to the university time, yeah, which course did you pursue?
I offered political science
Wow.
and sociology. I did combine major.
Okay. Okay. And your place of posting, yeah, were you happy with it?
Yeah, I would. Before I continue, I would want to take this opportunity to say a very big thank you to Director Salifu,
Wow.
who is the coordinating director for the Okankwe North Municipal Assembly.
Okay.
He was my
Director.
supervisor, and he really did a great job. I did something related to administration.
Okay.
When you offer political science, there is a little bit of administration in there. And I was posted to the Central Administration Department at the Okankwe North Municipal Assembly. So it's related to what I studied at school.
Yes.
And it helped me build more things, learn more things that I really didn't even know about the field.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. So we'll come back to you. And our president, Mr. Atchison, why were you posted in the first place?
Yeah, I was posted. Okay, during the posting time, that was the 2020 in September. I was posted to SNAIT, the head office, but as my elderly brother earlier said, due to the numbers, I wasn't taken, so I have to do a reposting. And by God's grace, I was posted to the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, Food Research Institute, which is located at Shiashi. Yeah, so that was where I was posted to after I lost my first chance.
So,
Thank you.
okay.
Thank you.
So you attended Accra Technical University College, right?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So please tell us the course you pursued.
Yeah. I pursued Procurement and Supply Chain Management,
Okay.
which is a HND program. And then, I went for 3 years as usual, and then that's it.
And you were being posted to.
To the Food Research Institute for CSIIR.
Oh, okay. So were you happy with the posting?
This guys got me laughing. With the posting, I would say I was happy,
Okay.
but in every journey that anyone takes, there are some challenges which I must confess I already faced a lot there. But I'm not quite happy, but it's always for good. It's a learning process, so we'll surely go through. Thank
That's
you.
good. Okay. The PRO, we talk of national service. At least what comes in mind?
All right, so according to the layman's point of view, national service is something every graduate
Should I-
undergoes.
Of
So
course.
once you are done with anything relating to tertiary education, be it a technical university, be it any university in this country, Ghana, once you are a graduate, you are supposed to go through this national service thing that we all hear about, and before you can be able to even be recruited into any government work. So that is according to the layman's point of view. But then national service came into being some years ago, and it's in the constitution that each and every individual who is a Ghanaian must serve the country one way or the other. In serving the country one has to go through national service. Yes, so irrespective of where you are being posted to, you are supposed to serve the country. That's the little quota you can do to help the country.
Thank you.
Right, that's fine. It's good to have or to do a national service, because there are companies that when you are applying to, they ask for your experience, working experience or work experience. Sometimes some of them go even beyond 2 years or 3 years to ask for 5 years experience, which is somehow bad though, but what would we do? So the opportunity for young graduates to come and have, hands-on, experience with certain jobs might not be related to what you did at school, and even not related to what the company does. But they want to know that you've gone through this kind of bureaucratic process in an institution that gives you opportunity, fair idea in a field, in a field of work, that you've done something at least, so you know what goes on administratively or any other. So I think it's a good opportunity for youth to do that. The only problem is, to some extent, they should kind of restructure kind of find ways that will help the youth. Even the allowances, maybe they can raise it a bit because it's not forthcoming. But what can we do? For this, we can manage it. So,
of course.
For now, I think national service is good. As we say, service to the nation. Right?
Yeah.
So it's good.
Thank you. Well, Mr. Atchison.
My name.
Yeah. When you talk of national service, can you please, in your own practical way, just explain to us?
Practical.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much for the question. And when we talk about national service, as my fellow panelists have said, it's about serving the nation. And when you go through what really entails in service, it's just to equip the youth in order to solve related problems in the nation, being it in agriculture, being it in finance or youth employment. So national service really came into being in order to support the nation where there are loopholes in employment to recruit graduates from tertiary universities to really do those kind of work. And then when it comes to the practical aspect, service is not just about you going to sit down and then you laughing and then the government or the nation will pay you, but it's you going to work.
Of course.
And you working, that's why I like the word service. You working comes with a lot of struggles and, in quotes, happiness. So in the field of work, you realize that someone is being posted to a banking sector, others are being posted to the agricultural sector, others are being posted to GBC, as you said. So if maybe you don't even have any skill related to newscasting and any other field, you realize that you are being put on the field to apply the things that they do there. So practically, you are being taught how to take photograph, you are being taught how to present news or how to even edit a particular story before it comes out. And when you look at this practical, trust me, it's very good that the nation, like our forefathers, really thought about this service thing and then they brought it into being. Because without that, I think a lot of people wouldn't have even seen the limelight and bringing out the good in other institutions and the good in them as well.
Okay.
So thank you very much.
You're welcome. Now, Mr. President, what were you expecting before then?
The expectations, it wasn't that huge because yes, I haven't done any service before, but the TAs I've seen in way back in school when I was still in class, I realized that it's just about you giving back to society. So the expectations wasn't that huge, and moreover to that place, I did my internship there.
Okay.
So I know what they were even expecting out of me, and I know what I was actually going to get from there. So the expectation wasn't that huge, but I was just ready to serve the nation and even to get a job even after that. So that was one of the greatest expectations. But you know, Ghana, everything is possible. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay, PRO. Yeah, what were your expectations before national service?
Okay, so I didn't do anything like job related before I started service.
Okay.
In the sense that I didn't work to gain money ever before service.
Yes.
So I was expecting that every month 559 will hit into my account. I made the calculation that by the end of a year I'm getting 6,000 cedis.
Oh my God.
Yes, plus.
Yes.
I made those calculations. They were my expectations. So I made the calculations and I was ready for them. And aside the money aspect, I was ever ready to learn. I was ever ready to start work. I even remember when we were not called, I went to the premises several times asking them that, are they going to call us? Because I was tired staying in the house. I wanted to work. And I was expecting that I would learn a lot of things, and I really did. So, and aside that, I wasn't expecting to be retained there because the municipal assemblies don't really retain people. If you want to be retained, you go to either through the local government to follow the due processes. So, Yes, I wasn't looking at being retained, but I was just looking at the fact that I'll learn more and I'll meet new people. That's also being in place. I met a lot of people through service too, so they were also part of my expectations as well.
That's good.
Yes.
Well, Mr. Walker, what were your expectations before service?
Well, my expectations, but my sister gives some interesting, expectation. That's so 6,000 or something.
Yes.
Maybe she was trying to, think of her next accommodation, man. No.
Of course.
I wasn't
Enjoy
calculating up
I
accommodation.
also did the same
Accommodation.
thing. I also did the same thing.
Well-
Yeah, I also calculated everything the whole year.
Well,
Yeah.
but you've forgotten your transportation and the feeding and the rest.
It's closer
No, that-
to my house.
Hey, so you're
Yeah,
fortunate.
so I took away lorry fare, took away feeding fee.
And you still
So
had something.
I didn't take it out of the 559.
Oh,
The 559, it was conk like for a year. I'm not taking anything out of it. Like after service, I have this money, but I
You
don't know where the money is.
she started building up. Oh wow,
Oh,
that's fine. So to
it's
the
not
question,
easy at
to
all.
the question, it's so interesting. But this is my third time doing my service,
Okay.
and of course, let me say this. I'm not saying it to disgrace the national service scheme or something. You know what? I'm not being paid. This service, I'm not being paid. The reason being is first, at first you can do 3 services, but I think now they've reduced it. You can do once and that's fine. So when at a point they realized that I've done some services, so they said you can do, but we can't pay you. So I had to, so not so much expectation to job.
Yes.
No, at GBC, I wasn't expecting that, and moreover, public institutions,
It's so
the
difficult.
government has
Yes.
to go ahead. I mean, being like what we call a quota and something I've forgotten the term before they can employ you. So I wasn't even thinking about that. But if it comes by chance or by God's grace, it comes, it's fine. Moreover, I'm someone that never thought of working for someone, maybe not even the private sector or public sector. I want to start my own, I want to do my own thing.
Wow.
But for now, if something comes, because young graduate or something comes and there's an opportunity, yes, I'll work there for some time, maybe some few years, and then go into my thing. So looking for someone to give me a job it's not something I've ever thought of. It's kind of, if it comes by chance, I'll do some few years and then venture into my own thing. So,
Okay.
but it was okay. You know what? The funny thing is, when I went to GBC, maybe as my sister, maybe she said, she was going up and down, going there to make sure that they retain her or they put her there, right? Well, at GBC, I went there and they told me the place was full, because of the COVID issues. They told me that the place was congested, so they could not get more people there. So I should look elsewhere. I went to
That's so painful.
Yes, I went to
Of course.
the headquarters, NSS, but they told me to get a place that I want to go. But I thought of it again. I said no. If even at camera, though I don't have expertise in camera handling or something. But I said okay, let me go and learn something. Okay. When I went, they asked me if I've done something. I said no. They said no. Then we'll put you at online.
Okay.
So I should come back, go and register and come. I registered and came back. They told me, okay, we'll send you to sports. And then they sent us to sports. So when I went the third or fourth time, I met another guy. So we went, they said we should go to Sports Plus, GBC Sports Plus. So we went there, and the head also over there said, that place is full.
Oh.
Frustration.
I'm telling you. So he had to call the head at GBC News, the newsroom,
Yes.
that Madam Makushika, to find out if they had, chance or a space over there. So she called, said, okay, let them come. To our surprise, we went there and they even needed more hands. In the newsroom, there are a lot of people, there are a lot of work there. So they needed more hands. But at administration, they were saying that the place is full, they can't get more people and all that. So it's kind of something. But, we've been able to do something and we've ended it. And it's a nice experience.
Yes, okay. Now the program is getting more interesting. Let's take a commercial break. We'll be right back. You're welcome back from the commercial break, and the program is still Time with the Youth. And as you can see, the topic is all about before, during, and after national service. Now, let me start from you. Yes, we all say service to the nation. Now, let's talk about the benefits.
Wow.
Yeah, of service to the nation.
Okay.
Well, what do you think about that? And the benefits we get from NSS.
Your question, if it were to be in a food content, like I would take it for
Wow.
fufu and ikatiawono
Okay.
with some kind of goat's meat and you see that thing. Because when you are asking the benefits, just imagine you eating fufu with ikatiawono with this goat's meat. Like you are able to get energy to relax. When you come to national service, the benefit is very huge. It's very, very huge. Because earlier on, we mentioned that some of the personnel are being posted to different fields which are not even related to their academics.
Of course.
And this is an opportunity to learn new skills. And for instance, let me use my user agency at Food Research Institute for CSIR. They have the production unit for producing of edible foods, which is banku, plantain, kokonte, like all granite paste,
Okay.
fufu, plantain fufu, and those kind of products. So just imagine you being posted to that very kind of division or sector, meaning that automatically you are going to be taught how to pass through this plantain into the production process.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, you are going to get this plantain fufu, or you are going to get this granite paste, or then you are going to get prekese, honey, kokonte, like
Okay.
it's
Yeah,
a
that's
very
good.
huge benefit. So if me, for instance, depending on where you've been posted and the kind of activities that goes on, even though it may vary, but trust me, it's preparing you for the job market. And what national service has given onto the youth, which is the graduates, is to prepare them for the world at large.
Okay.
And the benefit is very huge, as I said.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very
You're
much.
welcome. Now, Piero, any benefits?
All right, so continuing from where my fellow panelists said, I would say that there are lots of benefits being a national service personnel, and one of them is that you are able to meet new people, you're able to interact with new people,
Okay.
you're able to get into a society which is ready to accommodate you, because being in the school, you didn't know anything like job markets. Very few of us work on campus and then go to school at the same time. So once we graduate and we are given the opportunity to serve the nation, it's like we given the stone to stand on to get ready for the job market.
Okay.
And then also it helps us to learn more. Learning more in the sense that we know how to relate with people.
Yes.
We know how to talk with the elderly. We know how to work under someone. Some people don't know how to submit under an authority. So once you are doing your service, automatically you are under someone.
Yes.
So you are being able to learn to be under a superior.
Okay.
And then also, let me summarize it. There are a lot of benefits a service personnel gets, but then one of them, which is very important, is the experience.
Experience.
Yes, so we are being asked that how many experience do you have concerning a certain job market? How many experience do you have concerning maybe teaching, nursing? And national service serves as a platform for us to be able to gain that experience needed for a certain job.
Okay.
Initially, it wasn't. Once you are being asked how many years of experience do you have, national service wasn't counted until 2 years or 3 years ago, when it was brought into action that once you are being asked for how many years experience you have, you can add service as
Okay.
a year experience.
Okay, wow. Thank you so much. Well, Mr. Walker.
So if you allowed the president and the PRO of NASPA, let me say, and NSS, they will give you everything benefit to Charlie. For now, you know it.
Hey.
Well, just to pull your legs, you know. Well, but it's true that benefits. There are benefits that are not physical. There are soft skills that you get. You know, for example, as she mentioned, how to work under an authority, being a subordinate. You know, it's a soft skill because he or she directs you and then tells you what to do and how to do it and the rest. You know, it's a soft skill that you might not see it, or you don't know, or you don't see it physically that this is what I'm getting, but it's good when you get that. That's why people or companies look for working experience, not because you can do something, but being able to, submit under someone. There are other things that are not physical that we benefit from. So they are all benefits. And for example, you know, especially foreign institutions or development agencies like UNDP, UN, and the rest, and other NGOs, when they're employing you, they want to know, especially the foreign ones I'm talking about, they want to know if you've, worked without benefit before. You work without looking for salary or something. Let me say that what we call voluntary work, or you have voluntary experience. So they look at that a lot. Not in Ghana, but now Ghana is trying to adapt that system, that at least you should have some kind of voluntary experience. The reason I think is that they want to know that, some people, when you're not paying them on certain benefits, we see what UTAG is doing now. Small time, ICU will come and the rest will come. But some benefit, because it's not being paid to them, they are agitating. So companies, sometimes they fear, if you've not had some form of voluntary experience, if your salary is not coming or certain benefit is not coming, you rise against them. So I think that's the reason sometimes they look for voluntary experience. But I bet you, foreign institutions, especially the NGOs, they look for people who have had some form of voluntary experience or working experience before they employ you. So this is a huge benefit. We don't know. Even if not national service, I think some of us, the graduates, should avail ourselves to companies, institutions, to work for them. Even that place, they might not give you something directly, but because you meet people, because you do other things, someone might spot you and tell you that, come here or go here or go and do that. I'm telling you something. I've had some form of education, or should I say training, in India. Do you know how it happened? I was working for Adom FM. I was sent for an assignment. I was asked to go to a location. I went there at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, and I met a certain man, and he told me that there's something going on in India. He signed something from that, so I didn't pay a penny.
Wow.
So these are some of the things we can avail ourselves. Yes, there's hardship, and we young people, we need to work to get money. But if the job is not ready, avail yourself. Volunteer for some company. You're going to get. We can talk about so many things, but because of our time, let's cut it here. But I think we should volunteer. They are all benefits.
But
please,
others.
And I had whilst they were talking, I tried to paint some kind of benefits which it wasn't mentioned, which is very essential, which is time management. Time management. You see, when you are rendering your service, you have a time that you have to report to work, and you have a time you have to go for lunch. But when you were in school or when you were in university, you realize that the baby and all their boom, you can choose to go anytime you want for lectures. You can choose to even work out. But with service, it gives you the benefit to be able to manage your time accurately. The time you have to even wake up, the time you have to sleep, the time you have to report to work, the time you have to even leave for lunch. Charlie, it is one of the greatest benefits. And also, it gives us exposure in other areas. For instance, like my colleague rightly said, through service, he has been able to be exposed to India some kind of benefits.
Yes.
So mean that through our service to the nation, we are being exposed. Oh, please, can you go to Kumasi on this very meeting for us? Though you're a service personnel, but they regard you to have that competence to do that. And through that, maybe you've not been to Kumasi before, but through there, you are then you'll be sleeping in 5-star hotel, eating good lunch, and it also helps us to create this kind of strong relationship and connection.
Okay.
Yes, we earlier said that we weren't even expecting for us to be maintained or retained after service, but after you render your service to them and you have it on a good note, a good relationship with your bosses and any other staff, you realize that you've created that connection. So anytime that you call, oh, madam, please, I need your help. Oh, what was it? Come over. If it would have been any person who hasn't been there, it would be like, okay, you there mentioning home. You wait, I'm in a meeting. But because of that kind of relation and connection that you've created, it gives you that kind of leverage to be able to have that nice time with your director. So these are some of the points that I want to add up to the benefit.
Well, PRO. You know, when talk of challenges in national service, when you hear of such problems, treatments, how do you solve them?
Okay, so there are lots of issues.
Have you been hearing those kind of treatments and challenges?
Yes.
From other sectors?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Okay. Yes. So, aside being the PRO for Greater Accra Region, NASPA, I am also the secretary for Kankwe North District.
Wow.
So I have issues that come to my table day in and day out, and it's not easy.
Not easy.
So with such issues, there are lots of issues though, which we will come to that. But when these issues pop up, our executives sit down to discuss together with our director, who is in the person of Mr. Oklu. Every district is having a district manager. Okay, so the district managers together with the district executive sit down to know how they would solve these issues. And when the issue is way overboard, it's something we can't control, we forward it to the regional executives. You get it?
Yes.
So that is everything must go through a bureaucratic process.
Okay, wow. Well, Mr. Walker, any challenges you've been facing?
You know,
Is there any problem?
the challenges, you know,
Challenges
we
are
still
many.
have so many challenges.
There are so many.
First of all, you know, the National Service 5 thing is nothing to write home about.
Yeah, okay.
It's in a form of something to push you to be able to do the service, to gain your experience and the benefits. Okay, so that's fine. But when you're going to, you know, some people live from far away, like myself, in Tema Community 25.
Wow.
I need to come and go in and all that. And, you know, especially for the first month, you know, if you don't have any money with you, or parents don't support you, it's going to be too hard for you. So it's one challenge. Two, if and for me, you know, I did the service. I'm doing the service without, allowance. So it was very difficult. Yeah, and some of us, me, I had some experience with, you know, GBC. We have teams. I mean, not the whole GBC, but the newsroom.
Yes.
So we have about 4 or more teams. So I was in a team. And some of the things people say to you, some of the experiences we had are so much painful, but you are learning. So sometimes you need to keep quiet. And the culture in Africa or Ghana, that's
different.
When your boss is wrong, you need to keep quiet and say, yes, this is it. We had those experiences. One challenge or another challenge is that, you know, because we are in shifts, if I'm in the morning shift, I'll go by 6, I'm supposed to be there. We'll do 7 bulletin. By 3, we'll close. And even you can't leave exactly at 3, because when we close at 3, because we start news, the major news, news at 2 and it closes at 3. Now, if you need to be doing 1 or 2 things, so maybe 3:30 or 4, then you go home. When you are on the afternoon shift, you come around 2, you close at 11 p.m.
Wow.
Yeah. A car will take you to your place at 11 p.m. But some of us know, because I live at Tema Community 25. And my 25, my Tema, the car will come to Community 1 and will not continue.
Oh, really?
So I need to continue at that time. And to save me from that, to save me from any harm or being a victim of any other thing, I'm supposed to stay in Accra for 4 days and go 2 days off and then come back. Yeah, I do that, but it's not been easy for me. So these are some of the challenges, but we cannot talk about everything, So these are some of the, I think and I believe some people are facing almost the same challenges that I faced or someone faced somewhere. But we are learning. We are looking for experience. We're looking for benefits, some other benefits that are not physical, that will help us somewhere, someday. So, it's good.
Thank you. Well, PR, this question will go to you. About the allowance. Yeah, it has become so much, I would say, in the national service system. Yeah, everybody is complaining about it. What the solution can we get for the delaying of allowance?
Okay, so with the delay of allowance, I would say that I give a big thumbs up to Dr. Gifty.
Wow,
this year,
helping you.
No, this year she's done a very great job, because I'll say that because comparing this year's allowance, the dates the allowance are being paid to the previous years, this year's own is the best.
Wow.
We submit our evaluation forms before 15th of every month. So from 15th of, let's say, July to 15th of August, it's a month. But when it gets to the 3rd of August, people start agitating that they are looking for their money. But it hasn't gotten to the end of the year yet. Let me say the end of the month. Sorry. Yeah, so we try to request our money even before it's the end of the month. So let's take note of that.
We need the money.
It's calculation.
This one, you asked the finance minister's question. And she's speaking the voice of a political. We should also try to be considerate sometimes, because they are also, this year's own is the best. Really? I tell you, believe you me, the money is being disbursed right on time. Let's calculate this. When do you submit your evaluation? That's PRO for you.
When do you submit your evaluation forms?
15th of every month or so.
Yes. So from 15th to 15th of the next month, it's 1 month. And we are supposed to get the money 1 month, within 1 month interval.
You know what? Someone cannot wait.
You can't say you can't wait.
Someone cannot wait.
There are so many things.
It's not like someone cannot wait.
You will use
some of the things we need to make people understand it. For example, let me sound a bit political. Like what is happening in government now.
Yes.
Like that brought fix the country and the rest.
Yes.
The government is working. But they should trumpet whatever they are doing for people to see that, yes, we are gradually doing certain things. This tracker system and the rest. They have a lot of things, but they are not telling people to know. That's why. So let me move away from that. I just wanted to chip in that thing too. All the PROs, the National Service need to do is to tell people that, yes, it is 1 month, but our month doesn't start from 1st.
Yeah.
Maybe it's 15th. So it is the next 15th that your money will come. They will understand. In their head, it's like the month when it starts 1st January, by 30th or 31st, it should come. So it's simple. I think what we should do is to let them know that our month is 15th, like Ghana's fiscal year is January to December. So we should let them know that our month is 15th, so your pay will come the next 15th. Then they would understand.
Now, let's talk about job opportunities after the national service. Yeah, a lot of people doesn't want to do this national service all because of lack of job. Yeah. I want to know what will be the way forward. Maybe after service, you have to do this, do that before getting a job.
Wow.
Yeah. I want to know our mind concerning that. Let me start from.
I wish I'll be the only one to talk about this so that it will limit our time, because just in the past 2 weeks, I organized a fair
Okay.
in collaboration with my sister
PRO.
district, which is Okankwe North.
Okay.
So we organized this fair, and it was about makeup training, entrepreneurship, web designing, and digital marketing. You'll be amazed the number that turned out. My district, I have close to 1,000
Wow.
personnel. I don't know of others, but when you look at the number that came, trust me, like it's a total insult. And this was a free thing. So for the job market, we are thinking about you. We organize program for you to attend in order to equip you, give you the skill for the job, and you are not even ready to turn out. And they go like, oh, and this thing, well, we attend crying yeshi and yeshi. By the end of the day, after 6 months after they are done with their service, and they don't get any job, now they'll be running to go and learn how to do makeups. They're running out to go and learn how to do web design.
And they pay.
And then they will pay. Whilst it's free. So the job market is left with the personnel. I will use this very platform, your platform, to entreat the upcoming graduates, generations to come, that look, when any district, which is NASFA or regional, or even the region itself, or national organize any fair, being it in job fair, being it in entrepreneurship, anything, please endeavor to partake in it. I beg you. Because this is the only way we are going to be equipped. Because Jumani Ebini baby. So as you are doing your service and you are being equipped like this, it gives you the opportunity to learn new skills, which you can be your own boss. But if you don't attend it and you are waiting for that certificate, that paper, oh my God. Thank you.
You will lose at the end.
Yeah. So
Well, Mr.
thank you very
Walker,
much.
You're welcome. Well, Mr. Walker, in 1 minute, just explain to us, when you talk of the job opportunity after national service, what one needs to do before getting a job.
You know the reason there are so much unemployment issue? The youth are proclaimed. It's like, I've completed, or I'm a graduate, or I at least have a first degree.
So definitely.
So I need a job that will pay me 2,000 cities, 1,500,
5,000.
2,500, and the rest. That's what we are looking at. It's nice as a young person because you marry, you rent, you look after your parents and your siblings. But should it always be like that? No. So people are looking for jobs that will pay them that much. But in Ghana, those that are paid and are happy with their pay are just some few. So why don't we hold on to that? And as I explained earlier, you work even voluntary, and someone tells you or someone spots you, work your heart out. Don't work like you are pleasing someone. Work your heart out. Someone will see you or someone will give you another opportunity. That's one. So if we stop doing that I want to be paid this much, I want to do that, I think we'll have a way through. And as I said also earlier, I never thought of being employed by someone of government. Of course, government is supposed to provide for every person in the country to have a job. It's government's responsibility to do that. If it doesn't do that, it's a security threat. But government in our Ghana, we know that we don't have that. And let me tell you some secret. There are so much job opportunities in private institutions, in public institutions. Just that the government cannot pay you. So it's like a human. Private institutions, they cannot pay you, so it's like a human. Let me give you a typical example. Some time ago, I had this voluntary kind of thing. But even that one, I was going for a job to be paid. Went to a hotel, a particular hotel, and I've worked for Ghana Tourism Authority for 4 years for some time ago. So I had a background. So when the person looked at my CV, I said, I would love to employ you, but I can't pay you.
Oh.
So originally, there are jobs in Ghana, but the reason we say that there are no jobs because the institutions are not grounded financially to be able to pay. And it's in public institutions. Let me use this platform again to say, government shouldn't fear. They will say judgment dead and all that. There are people that are old in the system that we need to take them away. Originally, when you look at their certificate, they are older than that. We need to take them away and employ more youth, to be free. Lastly, as I keep saying, I don't think of public institution employing me or any other private institution employing me. If by chance, right now, If I get that, fine. But for some few years, I'll go off. Let's begin to think of doing our own things. Okay, let's begin to,
As the president said.
yes, let's begin to, start our own businesses. Government have been preaching it, but I think the schemes or ways to be able to do that is not that much. Great. They are not, the policies are not readily available, or if even available, the monitoring is not that good. Let them do that. I hear government is going to also, in a way, to mitigate the impact of COVID-19 on the economy. It's going to give the youth some money in the banks.
Youth bank.
Yeah, to be able to, if they are going to say that, it shouldn't be just a saying. They should implement it and do it, and it will help. If they think they give 10,000 youth, they will fail. Not all the 10,000 youth. Even let 5,000 fail, or 7,000 fail. The 3,000 that will be able to sustain it will give more jobs to people. Let them do it, and it will help. Let us think of starting our own businesses than waiting for government to do that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Welcome. Okay, PR, now over to you about the job opportunities. What do you think about that? In fact, should we create our own jobs, or should we allow the government to employ us?
Oh,
Being a youth.
so this, my brother said
Yes.
something. My brother also said something, and I say it's a good initiative
Of course.
that NASPA brought on board. This year, almost all districts did something related to women empowerment, did something to human capacity building, and learning unskilled job, like something that you can keep for yourself, that you would say that after all, this is the skill I also learned. So there had been a lot of opportunities, and I would tell my fellow people out there that if there is the opportunity for you to learn a skill, grab it. Because we can't say that we are waiting for employment from the government or a public sector. Once there is, that's fine, you can go into it. But if there isn't, learn a skill and you'll be good to go.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, my final question: any advice to our national service, personnel who are done with it, and also the upcoming national service personnel? So now, starting from Mr. Walker.
In relating to employment, yeah, well, when we graduate, we'll still work. All that I'm saying is that let's forget about government. And as Riley, the PRO, said, if by chance or if it happens, you'll have opportunity when you complete service and someone retains you. Oh, we
But you
thank
know
God.
what? Excuse me. This kind of job opportunity, let's come back to that. When you talk of society, Alison, where you are living, after your national service, you see people criticizing you. I'm not going to search for a job. I'm not going to work here and there. When you hear those things, what should you do?
That shouldn't be a problem to you. You know what you're looking for. You know where you're going. That's why we say determination, endurance, and all that. People say all sort of things about you, but if you know where you're going, for example, I hear this guy, this guy that has come up with this song. I've forgotten his name. This young guy. No. Is it Kwaku Frimpong? I think Kwaku Frimpong. Second sermon also. I hear the first one. They were laughing at him. Yeah, but now you see that he's hitting everywhere you go. Last time the hashtag fix the country demonstration, people were playing it everywhere. I said, wow, really? So you see, Black Sheriff, but he's Kwaku Frimpong also, right? Black Sheriff, he's different from.
That is his name.
Okay.
The one who made the song.
All right. So I hear the first one, people were laughing at him, and now he's hitting. So why forget about that? If you know that you're focused and what you're going to do, you're going to benefit you. Don't mind, start your own business. You're going to be somewhere. I will continue to preach starting your own business. In our society, starting your own business is the problem. But you can still, with endurance and you knowing where you're going, it's not a problem. So I think I should tell ourselves that let's forget about government or someone employing you. If it comes, that's fine. That's work for yourself. And we should be careful when you're given the opportunity, you're serving in an institution or at your user agency. Be careful. People, they have the opportunity, and some of these institutions got internet. So they use Facebook, some of them on WhatsApp, doing nothing and all that, playing and rest, watching movies and the rest. Careful. You think no one is watching you. People are watching you. They think you are ideal. You don't do anything. You don't mind and all that. Some people are fortunate. Their parents got, networks that even if they are not retained at their user agency's place, they have opportunity that will connect them, either private or public and all that. So they don't mind. But it's going to be your makeup. It's going to make you up. It's going to be who you are. And when even you get that job, if you're not careful, you do the same thing, and you might end up, you'll be sacked and all that. So we should be careful. People are watching, playing, or Facebooking, WhatsApping, and doing that. They are watching. So if even there is a chance, opportunity, they will not mind you. So that's for when you enter the office. Let's, work our heart out, do everything possible to raise the image of and even yourself, and even your institution, your school, because they'll know that this person is really cultured, this person is really trained, and that will help you.
So you should work for yourself. Well, PR, any advice?
Okay, so the advice I have for the incoming personnel, and I would congratulate them in advance. Those that have already graduated, to congratulations to you all. And I would entreat them all that wherever you are being posted, you should stay there. Some people go in for reposting.
They want MPA,
Ministry of
BRA.
Others going for special posting, and they end up paying money, and they are not also retained or posted to that place. So wherever you are being posted, I say you should stay there. And you don't know where God is taking you to. You don't know the next plan God has for you. So you should stay wherever you are being posted. That is the only way you can help your nation. Okay. And to those going outgone service personnel, I say congratulations to you all too. You successfully ended your service year. But then, an advice to you all. Now we are in the COVID season. If you have the social media handles, create them. If you don't have, create them. If you have them, to showcase yourself, advertise yourself on your status, and believe you me, people will buy into your business. People will come to you, and then they would make your business also bloom. Every drop of water makes a mighty ocean. So something starts from somewhere before they become great. So that is my little advice.
Thank you so much. Well, Mr. Achitin, any advice from you to the upcoming personnel and the outgoing personnel?
It looks like my fellow panelists have said it also. All that I want to tell the outgoing first is that they shouldn't be afraid of taking new opportunities, being it on their field or not related to their field. Because, for instance, you may be given a job to be an Uber driver, but you've learned, let me say, medicine. Don't say because you're a medicine student. So maybe through that, you may
meet someone.
That big person, and it will help you. So entreat them all to take bold steps. They should now make wise decisions. So because as we are going, the world is now ready to receive us, but not with jobs. We have to create it, as they said. So when you are going, make your decisions very right. And with the incoming ones, I want to tell them that, hey, to serve means to be very humble. To serve means to be very dedicated. And to serve needs all your time. So they have to invest their time. They have to be dedicated to where they posted to. And also give the best they can. And out of it, trust me, they're really going to enjoy the service that they are rendering to the nation.
That's good. Well, it's all about national service, and your words are so impeccable and very exciting. I really like that. And God bless you all. So, any shout out to anyone out there?
The overall boss and the direct boss. That's Auntie Akushika. She's the overall boss, and Auntie Dinah and Auntie Barbara. The rest, they've given me the opportunity to explore. So I'm so happy with them, whatever they've given me. And to all my the boys in the newsroom, the ladies, they were so sweet, man.
Wow.
So that's it. Thank you.
Okay, so shout out to my mom who chose my clothes for me, my hair, and so she's my special hairstylist. So shout out to her, Miriam Ashoka Inote Sisu. Shout out to you. I really love you so much. And then shout outs to Greater Accra Regional Executives and all district executives. NASPA to be specific. God bless you so much for coming this far. And I'll say a great shout out to all NSPs out there. Great opportunities are out there for you too, so grab it and have a great day.
I want to say a big shout out to my director in the person of Ms. Peter Beatrice, and the assistant who is also called Mr. Paul, and to my executives, Ekria, who is my secretary, the Ucom, Laurentia, my FO, who is Patrick, and then my VIP, who is also Danny, which is Daniel, and then my organizer, who is Mr. Hack, and to my user agency personnel, that's FRI, Charlie. They've really done me great. At the end of the day, I had an award for that. So I want to say, Charlie, thank you very, very much. And not leaving my dad, who has been my backbone, and my mom, for their wonderful. So thank you very, very much. If I forget your name, please forgive me. I'm begging.
Give me the opportunity to mention it.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. And I would like to take this beautiful opportunity to acknowledge our sponsors. Thanks to Jesus Light Chapel International, Love Way Ministry International, AR Blushing Beauty. Yes, you can please contact her on 0550-657-855 or 0576-211-577. And it's all about AR Blushing Beauty. Says your beauty is our command. Well, many thanks to you all for joining us. My name is Annie Ofebu. See you next week. Bye.